Hello everyone, and this is Phoenix here, and today we're going to be doing another top 10 list, and it's going to be on video game music as again, but this time the theme is going to be most metal video games. Ah, fuck, I can't grunt for shit, but seriously though, just the most metal video games. And in case you don't know yet, I really do love the metal genre, and I like different varieties of metal as well. And because there's a lot of video games out there that have a lot of metal influences and badass metal music, I figured I want to do something like this. Because I love video games and I love metal. And well, I just love music overall. So before I begin the list, I'm just going to go over some quick rules here. Obviously, they're going to be one per franchise, and by the way, that's going to be really hard to do, especially the fact there's a lot of video games that have a lot of songs in the game, but I think I can manage, so it's all good. And all the songs have to be original pieces for that game, so no licensed music. So for now, I have to say sorry to Brutal Legend and Rock Band and Guitar Hero and whatnot. And I'll make a short honorable mention list where I'll just go through them quickly, but either way though, there's not many rules for this. So let's begin the most metal songs within video games. So for number 10, we have Thunder Force 4 with Metal Squad. Now this is a shoot 'em up on the Sega Genesis, and a really awesome one at that. And this music just screams heavy metal. And not only does this song have the word metal in it, and it's full of pretty badass shredding, and it really proves that you can make a pretty awesome metal sounding song with a Sega Genesis. Because there's a lot of people out there that say that the Sega Genesis doesn't have very many good soundtracks, but this is a really good example of a game on a Sega Genesis that has a kick-ass soundtrack. Even if it doesn't use real instruments, hey, it's still pretty badass. And as for number 9, we have Fighting Vipers with the theme of Bon. By the way, I find that the main character kind of looks a lot like the main character from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. So yes, this is a fighting game on the Sega Saturn, and I find this theme to be really catchy. And I really love the guitar in this song. In fact, that's the reason why I think this song is very metal, and it's easily my favorite song in the entire game. And there's a lot of other instruments going on in the background as well. But hey, can't go wrong with this one. And as for number 8, we have Dynasty Warriors 4 with Bloodshed to Repeat. Now there is a lot of awesome songs within the Dynasty Warrior games, but this one is probably one of my favorite ones, next to Avenging Battle. But I think this one sounds more metal, not only just the guitar, but even with the drums and whatnot. I think it all just sounds really metal together, although that's a given, because there's a lot of songs within Dynasty Warriors that do sound very metal, and that's one of the reasons why I love the OST for Dynasty Warriors. So for me, you really can't go wrong here, or with any other Dynasty Warrior OST, and I'm still glad they keep all the same composers for the series too. As for number 7, we have Shin Megami Tensei Digital Devil Saga with Hunting Comrades. Now there's a lot of metal influences within Shin Megami Tensei games at times, and this is one for some of the boss battles, and I think it sounds badass as fuck. And as usual, it's catchy as hell, and I find Shoji Meguro is a badass composer. I'm sure I've said it before, but hey, fuck it, I'll say it again. Also, what's not metal about turning into a monster and just eating everything? Seriously, the song rocks, the entire OST rocks, just everything about this game just rocks. As for number 6, we have Super Smash Bros. Brawl with Shin Unigashima. I really have no idea how the fuck to say this name. It was originally a Famicom game, but until when Super Smash Bros. Brawl came out, they decided to do a remix of one of the themes inside that game. And all I have to say about this remix is that holy fucking shit. That is definitely awesome. I just love the fast pace to it. And of course the drums and the guitar and the bass and whatnot all sound amazing together. But seriously, this is probably the most metal song within a Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Yes, even more than Mute City, even though I love that theme a lot. And as for number 5, we have Ys, the Oath of Felghana, with Searing Struggle. Now the easiest way to explain Ys in a nutshell is that it's like Zelda with heavy metal. And with that being said, I had to put one on this list, and I think this song is definitely the most metal song within the games. Well, from the ones that I've played and listened to. But seriously, this is just badass for a dungeon theme. And as usual, I love the guitar, I love the drums, I love the bass, I just love everything about this song. And for number 4, we have Xenoblade with Mechanical Rhymes. All I have to say is that this game kicks ass. And same with this song, for obvious reasons that, you know, it sounds very metal, and I really love the way how it all sounds together. And I think it was a tie between this and You Will Know Our Names would probably have to be my 2 favorite songs within the entire game. But because this was more heavier and sounds more fast-paced, I think it suits this list very well. And just in case you have not played this game before, at least do yourself a favor and listen to the OST, you will not be disappointed. Also, the fact that this song is in the new Super Smash Bros. On the Wii U is pretty awesome. And for number 3, we have FZero X with Devil Call in Your Heart. Oh man, F-Zero. All I have to say about that is that it's definitely one of the most metal racing games I've ever played. Well, when it comes to the music anyway. And this one is definitely my favorite, especially for being fast-paced. It's very headbang worthy, and it's really intense too. I just really like this song, especially when it plays on the really hard tracks. Also, just something random that's related to this I want to throw out is that there's another OST that's from the FZero X soundtrack, and it's called The Guitar Arrangement. Definitely one of the best things I've ever listened to. So in case you haven't heard about it, well, I suggest you to go check that out. And as for number 2, we have Lords of Thunder with Boss Stage. Now there's a good chance you might not have heard of this game because it's pretty obscure. Well, for one, it was for the Turbo Duo. And holy shit, all I have to say that this game is just pure metal. Not just from the name of the game, because, you know, Lords of Thunder, that sounds pretty metal to me. But I just think it's just amazing. In fact, it kind of reminds me of Judas Priest a little bit. I don't know why, I just get some Judas Priest vibe from it. So that's fucking awesome. In fact, all the songs within this game are just awesome, but I just decided to pick this one because, well, this one stands out to me a little bit more. But either way though, go listen to the OST for this game. Fucking rocks. It's also unfortunate that this game is really hard to come by. Now before we go to number 1, we're gonna do some honorable mentions. And let's be real here, there is so much awesome music in video games that are metal related that I would love to talk about, but unfortunately I can't do all of them because I mean we'd be here forever. So I figured I might as well mention some really random awesome sounding ones here and there. So let's get started. Twisted Metal Small Brawl with Playground Peril, Megami X with Storm Eagle theme, Arno Surge with Mikazuchi, Jumping Flash with Boss Aloha Robot theme, Fissa Northstar Ken's Rage Heavy Thrill, Doom with Kitchen Ace, Drakengard 3 with Egregori. Yeah, fuck it, I don't know how the fuck to say it, but just look at the fucking title here. And the last one I'll mention here is Journey to Siluous with Stage 2. For some reason, for an 8-bit game, it just sounds very metal to me. I don't know why. So anyways, let's move on to number 1. And the number 1 spot belongs to Guilty Gear XX Encore. Man, oh man, Guilty Gear. Man, this is like the most metal video game I've ever seen. I mean, a lot of the characters look very metal, a lot of their attacks have like metal references, it's pretty awesome. And as for the music, well, as again, it's very metal and it's fucking awesome. And just about every single song in this entire game is very metal, and that's why it's really hard for me to pick just one song. But I think I'll just name one off the top of my head, and that would be the one that's playing in the background, which is Awe of She. It's the closest thing I can say to it, but either way though, fucking love this song. Now if you're not a fan of fighting games, I can totally understand not digging this game for that, but I will at least recommend you to go listen to the OST like right now. It's so amazing that it's really hard to come up with the right word to truly express this. So is there anything else I can say about this? Not really, but it's definitely a metalhead's dream. So that's all the metal video game music that I'm willing to talk about in this video. As much as I want to say more, we just have to end it somewhere. Unless we can make a movie out of this shit, but let's face it, a lot of you guys would get bored by the end of it. So what are some of your favorite metal music within video games? And of course I didn't even scratch the surface on this kind of subject, but I'm open to your suggestions of what songs you may like that are metal related in video games. Maybe you might say something that I've never even heard of before and I'd have to go check it out. Or if you do happen to say something I do already know, well, I'll just say, well, I approve of that. Either way, give out some of your thoughts. So either way, I hope you enjoyed this video, thank you for watching and commenting.